Hey, I'm Shalece. Welcome to the CEO Soft Life, where red light therapy meets cycle syncing and rest driven workflows. We're kicking hustle culture to the curb. Let's get softer.
I used to wake up before the sun because that's what I thought was necessary. I thought waking up before the sun, doing more before 9 than most people did all day was important. And it was. But for some reason, I thought that if I didn't do that, I had broken some rules, and I hadn't. When I started honoring my body, what I need, who I am, what naturally makes me flow throughout the day, things changed. It wasn't always that I could wake up whenever I wanted, because you wanted to seize the day, get as much done as you could. That was my understanding. And that understanding was okay for the time being. As I evolved, I learned that waking up at a time that naturally makes me feel good is better than waking up on some imaginary, persistently stubborn time schedule that made me groggy by the time it was 2 p.m. and not able to sustain the energy that I woke up with. Now I wake up with intention. I do my gratefulness practice. It's called Rich with Gratitude. If you Google it, it's like $7.98 to get this recording that reminds you and says this gratefulness meditation for 13 minutes every morning. And you say 5 things that you're grateful for. $7.98, maybe 4 years later, and it's still mine. I wake up without an alarm clock because somewhere, sometime or another, I heard that's what made someone else feel rich. And I thought to myself, I'd feel freaking rich too if I could wake up without an alarm clock. You know the old adage, I've done more before 9 than most people do all day. That was me. I thought that was important. I thought that that was a thing that I needed to accomplish, even though I wasn't in the Army or the Navy or the Armed Forces. I would schedule early meetings, ask someone, can you meet at 7? Can you meet at 6? Because that's what was important to me at the time. What you just saw me do as I was fidgeting like a kid, because we should fidget like kids more often, is I grounded myself in the sand, my feet. That's what you saw. That was back when I thought rest was a reward, when I didn't realize that the reason I was up so early is because that's something that someone said, and it was to achieve more, it was to get more money, it was to make more shit happen, when that wasn't the life that I really wanted. I didn't know that a life of ease was even an option or available to me, and now I do, because I live it. Yes, I'll be honest, I built the first business that way, but the big pivot in the second business, creating flow, came when I rested, when I listened intuitively to my body, intuitively to what I wanted, what I needed. That's when it came. I created a life of freedom, of trust, love, alignment, when I listened to my body as opposed to some antiquated, outdated systems. I've always been the progressive one in my friend group, and yet I was not. I was still holding on to those beliefs, many of them I still have, about productivity, money, achievement, what it meant to be successful. But I'm slowly stripping those things away as I go inside and ask, what is it that I want? Then slowly something began to shift. I remember rushing around getting my certification for business coaching. I remember not having clients and still rushing around like there was busyness was something that was important to achieve. Slowly but surely, I was able to break away from that type of energy, that hustle energy, which is what I know it to be now. And I did it one by one. And it started with not setting an alarm, with scheduling my meetings later, with making Calendly that I program not start meetings until 11 o'clock, sometimes 10. Filling my days with around my cycle, which I talk about. Learning how not to pick up my phone and immediately begin to answer my staff or answer emails or scroll social media, but instead go straight to that gratefulness meditation that I told you about. Then journal whatever my thoughts may be for the day. Then go and make my drink when I'm at home with my matcha green tea and the collagen and the protein that helps fuel me for the day, with cayenne pepper and a little tinge of honey. And I went outside and I grounded in my backyard, sometimes even when it's cold outside in the snow, just for a second, because that's what helps get me ready for the day and not doom scrolling to a degree that hurts. That's when something shifted. I began to see the fruits of what I was doing coming to fruition. I mean, the best that I can say is I used to honor when I was in the lab or working all day and working hard on something. And then I stopped doing that and honored my spaciousness. And that's when I saw big clients come my way and relationships with organizations and speaking opportunities that paid 5 figures. Now, it could be experience, it could be a coincidence, it could be that I was preparing myself through all the other things that I was doing, but I don't think so. I honestly think that I was spinning my wheels with those things. Yes, I was getting experience as I was becoming better, but the energy wasn't in alignment to attract the type of life that I wanted. This part is for you. This is the integration. If you want to start even just a little to live like this, the first thing you can do is put your phone across the room. And yes, I'm going by notes. Set it across the room. Unless you listen to something under your pillow, that the 432 hertz, the 963 hertz, right? At night, you have that song layered in for you at night. Put it across the room. And even if you have that song layered in for you at night, if you have those headphones, a headband that you can get from Googling or going to your favorite store, you can still have your phone across the room because it's Bluetooth. Start there and see what happens. Wake up in the morning, and when you open your eyes, or if you don't open your eyes first and you feel yourself awake, say thank you because you made it. What is it that you're grateful for? Start going through your mind, because when you turn on that rich with gratitude, you're going to need to have those 5 things readily available. Stay still. This is the second thing. And breathe as you say that thank you, and get ready for your meditation. Third thing that I want you to do is those 5 things that you just went through your head, write those down. Write them in your journal that you'll keep by your bed. And if you do happen to have your phone under your pillow, write it in your phone, in your iPhone notes. That's my favorite place. But see, I'm disciplined now. I've trained myself to use my phone as a tool to fuel me, to enrich and enhance me, not to check social media. So that's your new strategy meeting. It's the one with you in the morning. And this takes, let's call it 15 minutes, maybe 20. We waste a lot of time on 20 minutes. I know that you can do something for you. This is leaning into the CEO Soft Life. If you have not subscribed, this content is going to be so intuitive, so short, but you'll walk away understanding how to lean more into your soft life with tactical tools. The ocean is calling me, so I gotta go. That's your dose of CEO Soft Life. Rest hard, delegate ruthlessly, and join me next time for more rest-powered workflows. Don't forget to subscribe, because you deserve the easiest win today.